How's it? Welcome into the Magic Final Four Selection Show. I'm your host, Brian. Listen, 2020 was about as good of a year as Triceratops Spin over at Animal Kingdom, but we're here to brighten up your 2021 with the tournament of all tournaments. Magic Final Four is a twice-per-week video series that follows a 64-film Disney tournament that you are voting on. And with that, I bring in our bracket and film analyst for the second consecutive year. They say he's seen more films than the person who gives the spiel at Mickey's PhilharMagic every 12 minutes, Mr. John Knitter.
Hey!
Whoa, a little close there,
Oh,
pal.
my bad, sorry. Is this better? I'm a little rusty.
Yeah, that's better. Well, first things first, I need to ask, am I interrupting anything?
You know, I am really trying to get to watch the Mighty Ducks show on Disney Plus, so if we could hurry this up a bit.
You mean Mighty Ducks Game Changers only available on Disney Plus?
That's the one.
All right, now that that's out of the way, John, this is a new season, but last year it was Beauty and the Beast defeating the Lion King in the championship.
Yep, and we're still working on getting that trophy to Belle.
John actually had a golden opportunity to get Belle her trophy last week. He went to Epcot to see the Princess Cavalcade. Ultimately, when Belle passed over by the China Pavilion, he tossed her the trophy but missed 12 yards to the left. It ultimately fell in the Epcot Lake, sank, and then got run over by one of the old Illuminations floats. So either way, very humiliating stuff.
You're telling me it was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll get her a trophy eventually. All right, John, enough chit-chat. It's time to find out the top 4 ranked movies in this year's tournament. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Very good. So here we go, folks. These are the 4 favorites. They all have the best chance of winning the tournament. They're all ranked number 1 in their section of the bracket and look to dominate their way to the Final Four.
Look out! Now let's catch up to that truck!
Don't have time to be timid. You must be bold, daring. Bold, daring. Yeah.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Wow, 4 colossal films with such passionate fan bases. Any of them could really win this one.
Well, John, you know I am a die-hard Frozen guy. Last year we lost to Tangled in the Elite 8 and I cried for days. We're gonna go further this year because that was very embarrassing.
Yeah, I get that. Before we get to the rest of the bracket, however, let's rewind the tape a little bit.
Yeah, last year we talked about Beauty and the Beast winning the championship, but believe it or not, that wasn't the main storyline coming out of 2020's Magic Final Four. No, instead, it was the controversial Easter Overtime Classic.
Yes, it was wild. After Lion King and Hercules ended up in a dead tie, we sent that game to overtime in order to decide the winner.
And then it was discovered that someone was actually hacking the voting system. A bot was voting for Hercules, giving it an unfair advantage. So double overtime was needed to decide a true winner. This is how bars around the world reacted to the final result. Tremendous stuff. I've got goosebumps watching people specifically react to Lion King beating Hercules last year. All right, it's time to see our 2021 Magic Final Four matchups. But one last thing, John, there's been a rule change this year, so take it away.
Will do.
You all right there?
Yeah, just getting a better shot. Last year, we only included Disney Animation Studios and Pixar Animation Studios films. However, this year, the floodgates have been open. Yes, they've been open to include any Disney film. That includes films like a Goofy movie, A Nightmare Before Christmas, Planes.
All right, Planes is not gonna be in this thing.
Maybe?
Planes is not one of the top 64 Disney movies of all time, rest assured. By the way, voting has been simplified this year. You can vote on Twitter at ITM News Or even better, you can log on to InsideTheMagic.com, where we'll have all the matchups available for you to vote on each article on our website. Be sure to tune in on Sundays in order to find out the results to the games that you voted on.
All right, let's get to the real meat and taters of this bracket. We've met our number 1 seeds, so let's see who Beauty and the Beast is facing off in the first round. Drum roll, please.
All right, Johnny, now let's fill out the rest of the bracket. We start with the defending champ against the 16-ranked Onward, which unfortunately was the last movie I saw in a theater. Then it's Polka taking on Pino. We'll call that matchup P squared.
All aboard the Nightmare Train as Nightmare Before Christmas matches up with Big Hero 6. Then it's Princess versus Princess. Merida and Moana face off in the 4 versus 13 matchup.
We love princess movies, but give me talking dogs 8 days a week. An all-canine affair. Underdog Fox and the Hound takes on 101 Dalmatians.
That's followed by Tangled against Atlantis. Rapunzel's fan base is as strong as her hair. Expect Tangled to win in a dominant fashion.
Pixar siblings face off in the 7 vs 10. Inside Out was good, but Soul was free. That's got to count for something.
And finally, the street rat and his movie face the underrated Ralph Breaks the Internet to round out this section.
John, I gotta ask you, who is your sleeper in this section of the tournament?
What's this? Am I picking a team as low as the seed of 5? You bet your pumpkin butt I am. Nightmare Before Christmas has the chance to go all the way. You better believe.
But what about its opponent, Big Hero 6?
Was it a good movie? Sure. Will it last as long in the tournament as Tadashi did in his film? No chance. Frozen and its Fractals lead the way in this region. They'll take on Teenager Wazowski and Monsters University. But then here comes Boo and Adult Wazowski as Monsters Inc. takes on I'm Gonna Wreck-It Ralph in the 8 vs 9.
Last year's Cinderella story was Emperor's New Groove as it made it all the way to the Sweet 16. This year it'll face the little pan boy. Jack may wield fire in Incredibles 2, but Hunchback has Hellfire, aka the greatest villain song in all of Paris.
Princess and the Frog take on Wall-E in the 6 vs 11. Okay, settle down, please. That will face the winner of the classic Cinderella and the second best insect movie to come out in 1998, A Bug's Life.
Frozen 2 and its fun-loving soundtrack.
I've seen dark before, but not like this.
Take on Lady and the Tramp in the 7 vs 10. And finally, it's Sleeping Beauty against Pooh and the Squad from 2011.
Brian, what matchup sticks out to you?
Well, you gotta go with number 6, Princess and the Frog, against number 11, Wall-E. Princess and the Frog, the most underrated Disney movie of all time. If this thing doesn't pull through to the next round, I'll walk over to the Hudson River, find a real frog, and kiss it right on its froggy lips, because I'll be so upset.
Okay. Let's look at this corner of the bracket. Lion King should blow by Meet the Robinsons, but then it's Remy the Ratatouille, the rat of all of our dreams, taking its newfound momentum to face Bambi.
Wallaby Way and Radiator Springs face off here. I love both, but I'm a McQueen guy, so gotta go with Cars. Then it's my favorite Disney movie ever, Zootopia, taking on Fantasia.
Here comes Miguel and his lovable dead family as Coco and the Aristocats meet in the first round, followed by controversial Hercules against Oliver and Company.
Cute little elephant, excessively annoying alien, Dumbo and Stitch will face each other. Then it's Under the Sea we go. The Little Mermaid and Finding Dory look to swim to the second round.
Let's finish off the bracket here. The last one seed Toy Story takes on Treasure Planet. Then it's Mulan against Jungle Book.
The Great Mouse Detective doesn't get enough love, but it's going against the real OG, Snow White. The winner will face the winner of The Incredibles. And by God, Raya the Last Dragon has made the tournament. Have enough people paid $30 to see it is the true question.
Will Up be down when it faces Alice in Wonderland in round 1? Can Toy Story 4 upset its older brother? The perfect cinematic experience that was Toy Story 3.
Jessie and Bullseye will have their hands full, as making its Magic Final Four debut this year is a Goofy movie. Phil Collins didn't have to go so hard on the soundtrack for Tarzan, but he did, so sorry rescuers, you've got no shot here.
Here's your first official look at the bracket. Voting has begun on the left side. You'll have 2 days to get your votes in on Twitter and InsideTheMagic.com.
Then on Friday, voting on the right side will commence and last until Saturday night. Thanks for joining us. We hope you are excited for Magic Final Four 2021. Make sure to follow us on all social medias and subscribe on YouTube in order to follow all the results for the games that you are voting for. I'm Brian Perrick, and I'll see you Sunday.
And I'm John Knitter. Stay sweet.